Good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I'd like to recognize those who are with us. I'm going to begin with Kiran Joshi, Dr. Kiran Joshi, who's on my left, Darlene Washington, who's our American Sign Language interpreter, Tone Capone, who's here from WGCI. We're grateful for the partnership with them. And Warren Callahan is here representing Commissioner Stan Moore. Thank you. So we know that the pandemic has widened existing inequities, and the impact on our children is no exception. As a former teacher, this is deeply disturbing to me. Initial research shows that on the average, students lost at least 3 months of learning during the pandemic. But students of color, our black and brown children, fared worse, losing 3 to 5 months of learning. So to tackle these issues and more, this summer we launched a wonderful new Cook County initiative called Project Rainbow. Our goal is to inform, inspire, and impact Cook County families, especially during the pandemic. First, we partnered with more than 25 world-class institutions to create educational programming that we're currently airing on our Cook County television station and placing on our new Project Rainbow app, the first app my office has ever created. For more information on Project Rainbow, be sure to visit our projectrainbow.cookcountyil.gov site. That's projectrainbow.cookcountyil.gov. But beyond delivering high-quality content that children and families can enjoy, we're committed to events and individual initiatives that will again inspire, inform, and impact children and families throughout Cook County. Which brings us to today. I'm proud to stand beside our Cook County Department of Public Health and its representatives, and also folks from a great not-for-profit, PCs for People, as we not only vaccinate those who need shots, but also invest in our youth by providing computers to children and families who need them. Nearly one quarter of the families in Cook County lack broadband access. We have to do more, and we will continue to do more. And today is just another step toward our long-term goals, tackling the digital divide. I'm proud to say that 100 people have already signed up to walk away with a computer today, 100 families. And vouchers will be available to anyone who isn't able to receive a computer today. While this is a day in which we address the digital divide, we're also addressing the unvaccinated. If you're here today and have not been vaccinated, I ask you, please get vaccinated. We've lost far too many lives in this pandemic. 11,000 people and counting in Cook County. 11,000 people. In our country as a whole, we've lost more than 700,000 people. And we have the tools at our disposal to save lives. We have safe and proven to be effective vaccines. Please get vaccinated today. While more than 60% of our residents in Cook County have gotten at least one shot, we need to be sure that all of our residents step up to be vaccinated. Like you, I want to go to more graduations, more parties, more dinners, more sporting events, and far fewer funerals. And the last week I went to the funeral of the daughter of an old friend who declined to be vaccinated and ended up expiring at the age of 40 from the pandemic. 40. We can all do better. We can all return, as I said, to our graduations, our parties, our dinners, our sporting events, if we just get vaccinated. I'd like to thank the team at Cook County Health. They've served us well on the front lines of the pandemic day in and day out. Now I'd like to bring forward Dr. Kiran Joshi. Dr. Joshi.
Thank you, Madam President. Good morning, everyone. You might wonder what computers have to do with public health and why CCDPH is partnering with PCs for People. People think of public health as an apple a day messaging or smoking cessation programs, and it is that. But it's also identifying and addressing the root causes of inequality, opportunity, and access to health care. This digital divide is just one cause that creates distance between us and the opportunities that we take for granted to access health care and other types of information. It's clearly, therefore, a public health priority that everyone has access to technology and the ability to quickly connect not just to healthcare, but other areas about which they may be curious and explore knowledge that many of us, again, take for granted. This represents a small but important step in bridging that digital divide and in addressing the loss of learning that children have experienced during this pandemic. We thank PCs for People for their vision and their partnership, and we look forward to working with them on future events this fall and beyond. And thank you to the parents that came out to provide for their families and for letting the Cook County Department of Public Health, PCs for People, and Project Rainbow work with you. Of course, I want to thank the team of public health heroes on hand today to provide vaccines for all, as they have over the last 10 months, come rain or shine. Together, we will get there to a safe and healthy conclusion to this pandemic. I'm confident of that. Of course, I invite anyone who needs a first dose or a booster shot to step up to the friendly team over here to get vaccinated. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Joshi. So that's the Public Health Department. And now I'd like to introduce Aaron Sherwood, who's Managing Director for Cook County PCs for People.
Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, Cook County Department of Health, for having us here, as well as Project Rainbow. As it was mentioned, we have been able to get 100 computers secured to families just today. Our signups for the November event are going to supersede that, allowing us to open it up to 150 computers in November, and we look forward to doing even more in December. As of right now, we have been able to get 4,000 computers this year alone into the households of those in Cook County, and our goal by the end of the year is 7,500, and then we plan to do even more in 2022. We thank everyone for helping us partner with community organizations to get computers into the hands of those most in need, and we continue to bridge the digital divide here in Illinois. Thank you all.
Thank you, Aaron. We're very grateful. Last but not least, I'd like to bring to the microphone Tone Capone, an on-air personality at WGCI. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What's happening? Hey, this first of all, PCs for People. This is an amazing thing. Definitely conquering the digital divide. I look at it. If you don't have a computer, it's kind of like not having access to a library. Does that make sense? It's one of those things that we need. It's a learning tool, and the fact that you guys are doing that and putting it in the hands of people that normally couldn't afford it, would have to choose between getting a PC or paying a bill, is awesome. The Cook County Department of Public Health. This is something that we have to do as a community. This is it. You know, I can't, everybody's seen me on air or heard me on air for a while, seen me on TV doing things. I'm just like you. I heard all of the information, all of it. And you're like, I don't know. Excuse me, my voice too. I had COVID twice. First time, I'm a healthy guy, I work out a lot. Cool, I was good. Everything was fine. Even got all my sense of smell, everything came back. Second time was a little different. As I laid in the bed at nighttime, scared to go to sleep because my chest was tight. And I worried about my kids, my friends, anybody am I gonna make it through the night? That wasn't a good feeling. With COVID, there's only one thing, there's one choice. It's either get the vaccination or die. And that's really it. Well, you're protecting everyone when we get the vaccination. I'm really passionate about it because you might be okay, the next person might not be okay, but what about that person that you pass it on or catches it and then they're not okay and they lose a family member? The vaccination is something we got to do as a community. It's something we have to do to help each other. And I would hope everybody decides to take that choice and get vaccinated. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that personal testimony. We're grateful.